Hello, today we shall be studying about hypothalamus and its hormones. Now, hypothalamus is located in the basal part of the diencephalon or the forebrain. It is connected to the pituitary gland by a small infundibulum. Now, this hypothalamus, it forms a link between the nervous system and the endocrine system. Now, it has many neurosecretory cells which are called the nuclei. These nuclei secrete releasing hormones which will reach the pituitary gland, and pituitary will secrete specific hormones and they affect the functioning of the target organ. Let us see an example. Hypothalamus releases thyrotropin releasing hormone that will cause the pituitary gland to secrete thyroid stimulating hormone that will reach the thyroid gland and cause the release of T3 and T4. Now, these releasing hormones can be stimulatory, that means increase the amount of hormone secreted from the pituitary gland, or they can be inhibitory. Inhibitory example is somatostatin by the hypothalamus will cause decreased release of growth hormone from the pituitary gland. Right? Now, the hypothalamus is controlling the functioning of the pituitary gland. How are they connected? Now, hypothalamus has a neural control over the posterior pituitary via the axons. Right? The anterior pituitary is controlled via the portal circulation from the hypothalamus. Now let us study the hormones. Now hypothalamus releases thyrotropin releasing hormone. It will reach the pituitary and it will cause the release of thyroid stimulating hormone which will reach the thyroid gland. Next, corticotropin releasing hormone from the hypothalamus, it will reach the pituitary and it will cause the release of ACTH that will reach the adrenal gland. Next we have somatostatin, which is inhibitory in nature. That means the pituitary will cause the decreased release of growth hormone if somatostatin is released. Next we have gonadotropin releasing hormone that will reach the pituitary and it will cause release of LH and FSH. This cause the change in hormones from ovaries and testes. Then we have prolactin releasing hormone from the pituitary. Then we'll have prolactin that will affect the functioning of mammary glands. All these hormones are from the anterior pituitary. Right? Now we come to the posterior pituitary. Now we know that posterior pituitary is under the control of axons. So directly hormones from the hypothalamus will reach the target organ. Now posterior pituitary will release two hormones, oxytocin and vasopressin. Now oxytocin is a hormone which causes contraction of smooth muscles of the uterus. So it is needed during childbirth. And injection of milk after childbirth, this is stimulated by the oxytocin. Vasopressin is a hormone which is also called antidiuretic hormone. It works on the kidneys and it causes decreased loss of water from the kidneys. Right? So these are the only two hormones which are released from the posterior pituitary gland. Right? So with this we come to the end of hormones released by the hypothalamus. Thank you.